Imagine you have a splitting headache. The pain throbs behind your eyes, making it hard to focus on anything else. You're desperate for relief, searching for something, anything, that might help you feel better. You reach for a painkiller, pop it in your mouth, and wash it down with a sip of water. Within minutes, you start to notice the pain easing, your body relaxing as the discomfort fades away. But what if I told you that the pill you just took was nothing more than sugar? No active ingredients, no medicine, just a harmless tablet. For many people, it would still work. This is the mysterious power of the placebo effect. The placebo effect reveals the mind's remarkable influence over the body. It's not just wishful thinking. Your brain can actually trigger real, measurable changes in your physical state, simply because you believe you're being treated. In countless scientific studies, patients given fake treatments, like sugar pills or saline injections, report genuine improvements. They experience less pain, sleep more soundly, and even feel less anxious, all because they expect to get better. The simple act of taking a pill and truly believing in its power can set off a cascade of physiological changes. Your body releases natural painkillers, calms inflammation, and even boosts your mood, all thanks to your expectations. Even the rituals surrounding treatment matter. A doctor's reassuring words, a gentle touch, or the familiar routine of visiting a clinic can all enhance the effect, sometimes sparking real healing even when the treatment itself is fake. The more elaborate and convincing the treatment, the stronger the placebo effect becomes. Injections often outperform pills, and the mere act of receiving a shot can make people feel better, even if it's just saline. Amazingly, fake surgeries, where no real procedure is performed, can be the most powerful placebos of all, leading to dramatic improvements in some patients. It turns out it's not about the pill itself, but the entire context and expectation that surrounds it. The environment, the trust in your doctor, and your own beliefs all play a crucial role. Our brains respond to these powerful signals, activating the body's own healing mechanisms. Brain scans show real changes in activity, as if the body is preparing to heal itself. The placebo effect is a powerful reminder that belief, hope, and ritual can be as therapeutic as medicine itself. Sometimes the mind truly is the best medicine. So what exactly is the placebo effect? It's a fascinating phenomenon that has puzzled scientists, doctors, and patients for decades. Imagine taking a pill that contains no active medicine, yet somehow you start to feel better. How is that possible? The placebo effect is a real health benefit triggered not by the treatment itself, but by your belief in that treatment. When someone expects a therapy to work, their mind and body can actually respond as if it's real medicine, even if it's just a sugar pill or a harmless procedure. The word placebo comes from Latin, meaning "I shall please." Historically, doctors sometimes gave placebos to comfort patients when no real cure was available. These remedies weren't meant to heal, but to offer hope and reassurance. Today, we understand the placebo effect as a complex psychobiological event. When people expect to get better, their brains release chemicals and activate pathways that can reduce symptoms, ease pain, and even speed up recovery. Hope and expectation can literally change what's happening inside us. In pain studies, people given placebos often report genuine relief. This isn't just wishful thinking. Their brains release natural painkillers called endorphins, which help block pain signals and create real comfort. Placebos can also lift mood in depression trials or help people sleep better, simply through belief. The mind's power to influence the body is especially clear in these cases, where hope and positive expectation can spark real improvements in well-being. Even athletes can experience the placebo effect. When they believe they've taken a performance booster, their bodies may respond with increased energy, focus, or endurance, even if the booster is just flavored water. These aren't just imagined changes. Modern science uses brain scans and blood tests to confirm that the placebo effect causes real, measurable shifts in brain chemistry, hormone levels, and immune responses. The context of care matters too. The doctor's authority, the ritual of taking medicine, and the supportive environment all act as active ingredients in the healing process. Our surroundings and the people caring for us can amplify the placebo effect. The placebo effect proves that our mindset and environment can powerfully shape our health. It's a reminder that healing isn't just about chemicals or procedures, it's also about hope, trust, and the human connection. Ultimately, the placebo effect is the mind-body connection in action, showing us just how deeply our thoughts, beliefs, and surroundings can influence our physical well-being. To truly grasp the power of the placebo effect, let's start with a classic experiment, Pavlov's dogs. In this famous study, dogs were trained to salivate at the sound of a bell, simply because they learned to expect food whenever the bell rang. Over time, the bell alone was enough to trigger their physical response, even if no food appeared. This is a perfect example of classical conditioning, where the brain forms a powerful link between a neutral cue and a real automatic response. Our minds are constantly making these connections, often without us even realizing it. The same process happens when we take medicine. Each time a pill eases our pain or relieves a symptom, our brain learns to associate the simple act of swallowing a tablet with the feeling of getting better. This connection grows stronger with every positive experience. Eventually, even a sugar pill, something with no active ingredients, can set off this learned response. Our brains, primed by past experiences, react as if real medicine is at work. The anticipation of relief is so strong that the brain actually activates its own healing pathways. Brain scans show real changes in activity, proving that the expectation of getting better can trigger genuine physiological effects, even when no actual drug is present. Surprisingly, the details of the pill itself, its color, size, shape, and even the packaging, can all influence how effective it feels. These factors are shaped by cultural beliefs and personal experiences, subtly guiding our expectations and responses. For example, blue pills are often seen as calming or soothing, while red pills are thought to be energizing or stimulating. Our brains are wired to expect certain outcomes based on these visual cues, and those expectations can shape our actual experience. The placebo effect isn't just wishful thinking or imagination. It's a real, conditioned, and measurable physiological response. Doctors and scientists can observe these changes in the brain and body, showing just how powerful our expectations can be. From childhood, every experience with medicine builds a mental library of expectations. Each time we feel relief after taking a pill, our brains become better at predicting and even creating that sense of healing, training us to respond more strongly in the future. The mind's ability to influence the body is both real and deeply ingrained. This mind-body connection is learned over a lifetime, shaping how we heal and how we experience illness. Placebos tap into this automatic healing system, harnessing the brain's remarkable power to turn expectation into real, measurable change in our bodies. When you feel better after a placebo, it's not just in your head. It's in your brain chemistry. Belief in a treatment triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, and dopamine, the reward chemical. Endorphins block pain, creating real relief, block them, and the placebo effect vanishes. Dopamine fuels motivation and pleasure. The hope of improvement can boost dopamine, even helping Parkinson's patients move better. The prefrontal cortex, where belief and expectation live, sends signals to the rest of the brain, changing how we feel and heal. A doctor's confidence and empathy can amplify this effect, making the placebo even more powerful. The mind's expectation becomes a biological reality. The placebo effect is the brain's own prescription pad. Our thoughts can trigger real, measurable healing. Why do scientists use fake pills? Because the placebo effect is the gold standard for testing new treatments. In double-blind, placebo-controlled trials, neither patients nor doctors know who gets the real drug or the placebo. This setup removes bias and reveals whether a new medicine works better than belief alone. If a drug doesn't outperform a placebo, it's not effective. This method has protected us from countless useless or harmful treatments. In one migraine study, even a placebo labeled as a real drug relieved symptoms for many. Expectation was half as powerful as the actual medicine. The ritual, the label, and the belief all shape our experience of relief. Placebos help us separate true medical breakthroughs from the mind's own healing power. They ensure only genuinely effective treatments reach patients. The placebo effect is both a challenge and a tool for modern medicine. For years, it was thought placebos only worked if patients were deceived. But new research shows placebos can work even when people know they're fake. This is the open-label placebo effect. In a Harvard study, IBS patients knowingly took placebo pills and still reported real symptom relief. The ritual of taking medicine, combined with a supportive doctor, triggered healing, even without deception. This means doctors can ethically harness the placebo effect, using honesty instead of trickery. Open-label placebos have helped with pain, fatigue, and anxiety in other studies too. Our brains respond to the ritual and context of care, not just belief in a secret cure. The power of healing lies in the process, not just the pill. Placebos aren't new. They've been part of healing for millennia. Ancient healers used rituals, chants, and exotic remedies, often relying on ceremony and authority to spark hope. Patients' faith in these treatments triggered real improvements, thanks to expectation and belief. Even dramatic but ineffective practices like bloodletting worked for some, powered by the placebo effect. History is full of cures that worked because people believed in them, not because of their ingredients. The placebo effect is a timeless part of human healing. It's a reminder that hope and ritual have always been powerful medicine. The placebo effect is powerful, but it has limits. It works best on symptoms the brain can influence: pain, nausea, fatigue, anxiety, and mood. But it can't shrink tumors, kill bacteria, or fix broken bones. Placebos can't cure serious diseases, but they can ease suffering, reducing pain, improving mood, and enhancing quality of life. They're a valuable complement to real medicine, not a replacement. The distinction: placebos change the experience of illness, not the disease itself. For cancer patients, a placebo might ease pain or nausea, but not treat the cancer. Placebos can modulate hormones, immune responses, and pain signals, but not perform miracles. Knowing these boundaries helps us use the placebo effect safely and ethically. It's a tool for comfort, not a cure-all. The placebo effect reveals a profound truth. Our minds and bodies are deeply connected. Placebos aren't tricks. They unlock our natural healing abilities. Compassion, ritual, and hope are essential parts of recovery, not just extras. Our beliefs and expectations can trigger real biological changes, making us active partners in our own health. Placebos have revolutionized medicine, ensuring treatments are truly effective. Open-label placebos show we can harness this power honestly and ethically. The lesson: while placebos can't cure everything, they can make any health journey easier. Next time you feel better, thank both the medicine and the healing force within your mind.